What is up, homies? Welcome back to another reaction from Heroes Reforged. We're doing the season finale of Marvel's What It Is It?
What It Is It?
I feel like I'm yelling and it's like 12 in the morning. Before we get going, I want to let you know that merch is still available in the store. Go down to the description below. We have two designs, our What It Is design and our Heroes Reforged design. But I want to let you know right now that you have 1 week left to get your What It Is It t-shirt. Because on Wednesday the 13th, it's going bye-bye. It's going bye-bye.
No more What It Is.
Limited edition, baby.
You won't know what it is, okay? You need to get this shirt because you don't know what it is.
You don't want to run into George Lopez without wearing that shirt. Because, oh my God.
Someone's going to get a chunkla across the head.
Yep.
Imagine actually running into George Lopez and you're wearing that shirt and then that's your in and then you can talk to George Lopez about that, about us.
So go down to the link in the description below, grab your shirt. Thank you so much to everybody who's bought some. It's been amazing on social media seeing people tag us and on Instagram, on Twitter. We're going to continue sharing those. Thank you guys so much for the support. It's amazing. We really appreciate it. Somebody ready to watch What It Is It?
I'm ready, y'all.
This is the final What It Is?
Season finale.
All right.
Here we go.
Thank you to our editor.
In 3,
Smiling Tone, I love you.
2, 1, go.
You guys, I'm so excited about this episode. I don't care what any of the haters have been saying. This show is fun, okay? It's dumb and it's fun and it's funny.
I don't even think it's
and
dumb.
silly.
It's not
There's some
dumb. It's absolutely
some dumb
not
shit.
dumb.
I mean, there's some
Go.
silly stuff in
And
there,
it's-
but I don't know.
But it's like the level of scrutiny that every fan has been watching this show and like putting it under a microscope. I'm like, I'm sorry. Is this a live action tentpole movie from Marvel Studios? It's not. It's a what
You're
if
talking
show.
to the #1 Clint hater. Hector,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
What it is it?
What it is.
What it is.
I can never time it correctly. I was way early.
The Lemurian Star.
Oh,
They were about
Winter
to send
Soldier.
up their last payload
Oh my God.
when pirates took the ship.
How many pirates?
20 or so
back.
charmers, led by this one, Batroc, before French special forces.
Okay.
Strike team.
I love
you
this.
heard the cap.
I love
You're
this.
up.
You heard the cap.
So, any plans for Saturday night?
No, don't. Stop right there.
You know, Bernard in accounting was
Nothing good has ever followed the phrase Bernard.
Poor Bernard. Hey, Bernard, if you're out there in accounting, don't take
Sorry,
that the wrong
dude.
way.
You didn't cut
Yeah.
the muster.
Oh, is this okay? We're gonna see a recreation of this boat scene.
This scene was awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
I loved working on this in 3D. It
Yeah,
was so
it was fun working on this one.
I thought you were more than just a shield.
A lot of money.
I'm a pretty good dancer, too.
Oh,
Hell of a
shit.
line. Hell of a line, Peggy.
I'm too fast.
I'm too fast. Oh, I'm too fast for you.
He's like Nacho when he's in the ring. And the shoe. I got the squeeze.
Captain Carter, the soldier lost in time. You
Go,
have been
go,
chosen.
go.
Yep.
This is so sick.
Multiverse of
Alright.
Avengers, baby. I
Alright,
called
here
it
we
last
go.
episode. Woo!
Hang back with the giant baby man cape dude.
Star-Lord
Star-Lord.
T'Challa, leader of the Ravagers and lost prince of Wakanda. You have been
This
chosen.
is cool.
This
It's
is great.
tasty. I like it.
Gamora, survivor of Sakaar and destroyer
What?
of Thanos.
And the one who's about to kick your
Okay.
moon-shaped ugly mug?
Not you, Stark. You, Gamora.
Oh,
have been
dang.
chosen.
What?
Whoa.
Destroyer of Thanos? Survivor of Sakaar? Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Eric Stevens,
Yo.
Killmonger.
This is so
What?
Tony
cool.
Stark's former protege and killer. You have been chosen.
Dude, this
Wow.
team is legit.
Interesting. Why wonder
Sweet.
why Killmonger?
Thor.
Calm down.
Thor Odinson. Crown
Oh,
Prince of
Jesus.
Asgard. You've been chosen.
Dude,
Oh, this is
team
great.
is
I
so
love
good.
this.
I know this place.
Oh,
Y'all gonna make me cry.
You are my last hope to save all of them.
Oof.
You are the guardians of the
no.
moment.
Oh, sweet. Sweet.
That
Sweet
tickles
like
me
bear meat.
everywhere.
And after we recover the stones, we destroy them.
How would you even go about destroying the...
The Infinity Crusher.
What?
Designed to disintegrate each stone into nothing.
Is that a new thing? I've never heard of that
Yeah.
thing.
That's awesome. I wonder, because in her universe, she probably did that. And that's how she defeated
Oh, created
Thanos.
it,
Yeah.
That's sick, dude.
Apparently, there's not enough intelligent life here to attract Ultron. Until we decide to.
Oh, get it together, Steven.
Come on, Steven.
I'm worried about your salvation and stuff. Excuse me? Oh no, this mother.
What?
He's opening up an Ultron drone head.
I do not trust him.
You know, Killmonger's super smart. He might not be as smart as T'Challa scientifically, but
Yeah, it's weird to me that Uatu has not mentioned anything about Killmonger.
uh-oh.
Oh God.
Hi, Chet.
Well, there it goes, waiting until we're ready.
Gotta love the continuity of that science tattoo. That's great.
Yeah.
See you on the flip side.
Oh my god.
I don't trust. I don't trust his little
It's
trick or
okay.
treat.
I thought that was a little trick or treat.
He was chosen for a reason.
Yeah.
Viva Las Vegas.
Stupid ass. Oh my god. Oh, hell yeah.
Wow.
That's
Sweet,
amazing.
Wow.
Sweet.
No, I want. Oh man.
God. I know. But just enjoy it while we're watching it now, Adam.
Whoa.
Wow. Is she about to pick up a hammer?
Yeah, I was like, huh?
Dude. I'm like waiting for it to happen.
Never doubt sticky fingers.
Oh, he got
Oh,
one.
nice. I mean, the Soul Stone is all they need to
John,
destroy
dude.
him, I would think.
No.
You've been hiding that the entire time?
Well,
That was just like Okoye saying, "What was she doing up there the whole time?" What are we doing? Yes, I knew it. I knew it. I called it. Zombie, Marvel zombies, baby.
What came with the zombies?
What?
giant zombie. What's her name?
Wasp?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to know what came with the zombies.
Oh, Wanda.
Oh, I don't even know who you are. This is super tight, dude.
Oh no! Oh, not even Wanda could do anything.
And there are 3 people you trust in the universe, and I count myself lucky enough to be one of them.
Shit.
Whoa.
That's how you do it.
Who are the other 2 in her universe, you think?
Clint,
Nick
for
Fury
sure.
and
Clint and
Clint?
Fury, probably.
Whoa.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice save, nice save.
Protected.
Also-
Perfect.
We've been so
Killmonger,
worried about
are
Killmonger.
you,
Like, we forgot that this Stephen Strange is also evil as,
that's
So-
true.
but he just got to his end game.
Yeah.
And he was like, I regret it.
Oh,
Whoa.
sweet baby Jesus.
Whoa,
Milky
time
Way.
stone.
Wait.
Did he just absorb
You
that?
swallow the soul stone?
No, I think he absorbed all that power.
Oh.
I think so.
Okay.
Just like he's been absorbing demons.
Yeah.
Red
Ooh,
Guardian.
All right. Oh, that's so badass.
Two shields for the price
That's
of one,
so
baby.
badass.
Come on.
Oh my god.
This is so cool.
Amazing.
Oh my God, Ultron.
Oh, nice shot. Time stone. Oh, no, he's gonna reverse it.
He's activating it, pausing them, and he's gonna go pick up the Soul Stone,
Yeah.
and it's right there.
Shit. No. Son of a bisquick.
Okay.
Oh, it's not.
Okay, Strange.
Okay, yeah.
He's got another one. Yeah.
Ah.
Yes.
So you can cancel it out, I guess, right?
Yeah. I love hearing that theme too, that Michael Giacchino theme.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
What?
Shimagorath, baby.
Oh, she
He's
recognizes
unleashing-
that.
Whoa.
Jesus, this is wild, you guys.
Yeah, this is so nuts, dude. Let's go, Gamora.
Vegas!
There you go. What are they?
Crush that.
Oh, is he
Crush
gonna
it.
collect the
Crush
other
it.
ones?
You're done.
Wow.
Now or
Do it,
never.
do it,
Now
do
or
it.
never. Whoa.
No, pues wow. No, hombre.
The Watcher. Here comes the Watcher.
Oh boy.
Damn, that was clean, dude. That was a clean slice.
Uatu's gonna have to come in like Bruce Banner in the first Avengers movie.
That's my secret cap. I'm always watching. Oh. Because that is her original Ultron. So that, talking about different universes and stuff, that Toby Jones, Arnim Zola could work.
Could still load in.
For Clint.
This one's for you, Clint.
You called it, Hector. You called it.
Get it.
In the face! In the face!
Oh my god.
What? What are you doing?
What the hell? Oh
no.
Killmonger, are you for real?
Wait.
What are you doing right now? Did he reprogram that Ultron head to control Ultron atoms, and now he's gonna armor up with an Ultron?
What is that shit made out of? Oh,
dude.
Is this the season 2 clip? Is season 1 cliffhanger? Oh boy.
Yep.
Oh boy.
That is pretty sick, though, dude.
That is
That's
sleek.
so cool.
That is clean.
So cool.
Hand over the stones, cousin.
Yeah.
I'm not your cousin. I'm sorry it has to end this way.
No.
And this music too, the Killmonger theme.
I am afraid that armor belongs to me.
Hydra never died. It just mutated.
Classic Arnim Zola stomach face. It's amazing.
Oh my god.
There you go.
What was his suit made out of that they can just manipulate it like that? Is he just using the stones to do it?
Nanotech, bro.
Oh, so it is nanotech. Okay.
That doesn't. Well, yeah,
Probably.
maybe.
Pocket dimension.
Oh. And Ultron trapped in there? Oh, that's great, Steven.
Excelente. Steven, you know what I like, Steven.
You know what I like to see, Steven. So, like, Natasha Romanoff's going to have to be like, hey, can I come home with one of you guys? There's no other humans left. Like,
this is such a good lineup of characters.
If they escape,
I'll watch. I have nothing but time.
Thank you.
the Watcher himself.
And besides, what are friends for?
I don't trust you.
But you know what? That is
don't
the
like
season
it.
2 cliffhanger.
I don't like what it is.
I'm not walking through that door.
Well, the door was more of a metaphor anyway.
Bye. What the what?
Age of Ultron.
What?
No,
What?
This is
No, this is something else.
This is
This is something else.
This is
Where are we?
What if the Avengers were murdered? Remember?
No, this is a whole new one.
Hank Pym killed them all, but the captains arrived.
You're not my Natasha.
But you're on Natasha.
You have her spirit.
Yep.
That's it.
Sweet.
All
Huh?
searching for a place to belong.
I'm fascinated by this Gamora story. What I want to know what Stark doing out there.
Stark with like a Sakaar armor.
Yeah.
The multiverse, every single world,
I loved it.
every
What a fun
story
show.
is my home. And I will protect it to the end.
Son of a bitch.
Solid.
Wow.
That's so fun.
Potential? Should we wait for potential post credits?
Yeah, for sure. I
Yeah?
mean, I think that this next season could easily follow the pattern of the first season, which is random episode. Oh, Ultron's back. You know,
Seemingly random
Killmonger's
episode.
back.
Seemingly
Yes.
random
Yes.
episode.
Seemingly random
I love
episode.
that.
Yes, Shang-Chi. Yes.
Yes, exactly. I love that this series.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Oh my God, she's back.
Too fast.
Hell yeah.
We'll shake it off because you're gonna want all your marbles for this one.
Uh-oh.
What? What? I mean,
What were
you
they
know
originally
this.
after? Wasn't it?
The list of Hydra. What is this?
Oh, is it
The Hydra Smasher.
Steve?
The
It's
Hydra
the suit.
Stomper?
The Hydra Stomper. It's
Yeah.
the suit itself.
And there's someone inside.
No way.
The music.
Is he frozen?
man.
What? Come
Oh,
on.
they're gonna
Come
come
on.
What are you doing to me? What are you doing?
I like that.
You're gonna think of me like that. You're gonna put it in there.
That's sweet.
What if it's Bucky inside? What if it's the Winter Soldier?
Yeah, what if it is Bucky?
I don't
Who
know.
knows? I'd like to think that
It's-
it's Steve.
God, man.
This is such a great series, you guys.
I think
just
my only thing that I would have just been nice to have is a little bit more of the context of Gamora's world and her universe and kind of like what she'd been up to. We find out that she was the one who destroys Thanos. But I feel like everyone else kind of had a story, and Gamora is the one character who's kind of important. I mean, I don't know. It would have been nice to just have a little bit more of that.
The whole story of the Stone Crusher is really interesting. Like, what did it take for her to develop that kind of technology, that kind of weapon? You know?
And I imagine Stark must have helped her, or maybe she just did it herself. I don't know.
I do think that it did feel like we missed an episode. Like episode 9 could have been Gamora, and then episode 10 could have been what we just watched. Like they could have given her an entire episode of backstory.
And it was supposed to be originally 10 episodes, so I wonder if that's the case, if episode 9 was the Gamora episode, and then episode 10 was this. But I
shifted things around. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems kind of weird that they would have cut an episode and then moved this up without giving us. I don't know. It's weird. I mean, if the ninth episode was Gamora and Tony, then you could have just made the 10th. Like, why are we holding off for a week?
Yeah,
I wasn't super. And you know, who knows when it comes to production stuff. No idea why that episode was cut. Maybe it was like a budgetary reason. Maybe it was the animation wasn't done in time. Whatever the case is, like there's a bunch of reasons it could have been that way, or they never. I don't know. Maybe they just never actually wrote that episode, but just like wanted us to join.
It's very possible.
Her story like in progress, and I wasn't lost. I think we knew enough about Gamora and Tony Stark that the couple of sentences that they said to each other, you know, the killer of Thanos, the way that Watcher addresses her, it's like, okay, and we're cut up. Like that's who this version of Gamora is, and let's go. But I agree. I was definitely more invested in T'Challa, Peggy, even like evil Doctor Strange during that whole last episode, because we had spent time with each of these characters, and it was so cool to see them. And to hear Chadwick again, and just it was awesome.
Yeah, that was special to hear Chadwick again. I love the fact that they really took care of Natasha in this one. Like she was a key player. She paid homage to Clint that was gone in her universe. Like she was given an ending where that might have made her happy. Like, you know, put her back in her leadership family role. And I really like the fact that they focused on that, because it makes me happy for Natasha. Like she's been really screwed over in the entire MCU, and this is like, good. Focus on my girl. She needs those stories to be told about her. And then that friendship with Cap is just great. I love it. I want to see more of that too. That's so cool. Really great ideas presented in the show altogether. Like I think part of the reason that of what drew me to superheroes and comics in the first place was stories like this that are so out of this world, like so many cool ideas being brought up, and characters and fight scenes, and you know, demons popping up and fighting evil robots, and that can control the universe. And it's everything that I love about comic books boiled into the past 10 years of like MCU stuff that we've been watching and so invested in. This, I can't imagine anybody who's into the MCU not enjoying this at this point, seeing this as a whole.
But I want to echo what you said, Augustine. I think that this maybe more than any other project in the MCU. And guys, you tell me if I'm wrong. You tell me if there's anything else that you can think of. Feels more like a comic book style of storytelling. Feels more comic booky. Like some of Loki felt that. Some of WandaVision felt like that. I know that the first Avengers movie, the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, gave you these feels of like, this is what it's like. Captain America Civil War, certainly we've talked about, feels like splash pages, you know, Endgame and Infinity War. But like this, even it outdid even the big Avengers movies, because it had the crazy concepts attached to it and characters like the Watcher. So like we're used to characters crossing over, and that's what's so great about the DNA of the Marvel universe. But for this show to take it a step further and go, but also multiverse, which means different iterations of your favorite characters meeting, and different context and different relationships, could just mean just different opportunities for great little story moments, and to bring in the Watcher. You know, it's just the big, heady, cosmic shit. The thing where like something happens and it's like, oh, the Infinity Stones don't work in this universe, but only in that. Like that's just pure comic booky goodness.
I think the other thing I also really enjoyed about this show is, you know, you guys are right. I think it has that very comic booky sort of flavor. And I think the last episode when we see Uatu fighting Ultron, that's like the pure definition of comic book to me. And the zombie stuff. I think it really, I think what they were able to do was they were able to take these amazing concepts and pluck these like comic book concepts out. But really, because it's animated, you kind of are limitless with what you can draw and animate as long as it's within the budget. So and I think that gave them actually a lot of flexibility to be more visually striking than they can be cinematically in live action, because there's that line that you cross where live action becomes animation. And I think with this show, it doesn't really have that boundary line. Like you just animate. You just animate until you've gone, you know, you've hit the edge of what you can do. I think that's what makes it really fun too. And I think that's what adds a fun, unique dynamic and twist versus everything else we've seen in the MCU before, is that it makes it a little bit more limitless in some ways.
I think the choice of animation for this was perfect, because when we were in school learning animation, it was always about, well, what can animation add to this that you can't add shooting live action? You know, like what is the purpose of animation being the form that you want to tell the story in, which is something that storytellers always have to think about if you want to look at something that's animated, because you could easily just go through, you know, the Marvel machine and crank out another movie or another series or something like that and tell this kind of story. But I feel like this kind of story, given the freedom that it has a completely different kind of energy from the rest of the series that we've seen so far. Like Loki was freaking dope. WandaVision was freaking dope. Falcon and Winter Soldier was dope. And so this feels nothing like those, but it's got its own character, its own voice, and its own way of kind of telling things that is super engaging, and also is like adds so much to the universe at this point, because now we're kind of used to the multiverse, all these shenanigans happening. So then when we jump into whatever's going to happen in Doctor Strange or Loki or with Kang, like we're ready to go. This was the primer that we needed for sure.
Yeah, and I think you're right. Yeah, it was a perfect way to explore the multiverse. And I don't particularly need more multiverse stories. Like if they were all animated from this day forth, I'd be totally fine with it. Would I like to see some of these things realized in live action? Sure. But if we get multiple seasons, or some of these characters get spin-offs or whatever, you know, like if Captain Carter ends up being its own series, like a 6-episode limited series or whatever, it's animated, that could be really cool. But I think it is a really fun exploration to see what is outside of our Marvel continuity, because again, it's very limitless. And the concept of the multiverse, for me as someone who I read DC Comics and they have multiple universes all everywhere. So it's like not that it was new to me, but with Marvel, I was always like, I don't know the Marvel universe that extensively. Am I going to be lost? But because of the way Marvel Studios has kind of set up everything and how they've made everything, they've been able to really do a good job plucking the most essential and most beloved characters and presenting them in a new way. And I think it's just been able to expand people's love for a lot of these characters. You know, like we've missed Peggy in so many of the movies, and now we get to like have her as a character in this series where she's leading the Avengers or the Guardians of the Multiverse, which I think is really cool. So yeah, I really love this.
Yeah, I really loved What If. I think it was just so much fun. It was just like pop sugar fun. It was not, to me, something to be taken too seriously. And the other thing that I love that it brought to the MCU is that the worst thing about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I'm going to sound like a real fanboy here for a second, is that it's like finite. It's not infinite. It's not ongoing. It's not, Tony Stark died and that's it. Yeah. There are people watching this right now. They're like, they're going to bring him back. I'm like, no. Within the story, these characters are aging because time is progressing, because real actors are playing them. And in the comics universe, Spider-Man
draw him young until the world explodes.
15 years old in 1962, and Peter Parker Spider-Man is 29 now. Like that's how much they age, which is not a lot. And so for that reason, if you like one of these characters, you can go to Marvel Comics, and there is like maybe hundreds of stories you could read with that character. Yeah. But if you like Peggy Carter, hey, she got 2 seasons of a show. She got a short. She was in the first Captain America movie pretty solidly, and then has had cameos. And so, this show scratches the itch, because you go, you know what? You could continue to tell stories with this character. We're all going to miss T'Challa to a level I don't even think we understand yet. And this show is scratching that itch. What if we got to explore more cosmic stuff with Black Panther? Just everything. Just that idea of like, even if like Scarlett Johansson didn't come to voice her, but it was Lake Bell. Like you said, Augustine, Black Widow is so well served in this show. You can continue to tell stories of Black Widow, whether it's in our universe or not, because she is a really well realized character. So just kind of run with it. So
yeah,
that's another reason I think this show feels so comic booky, is that we're just like, the party never stops, dude. You can keep going.
Viva Las Vegas!
Oh, Vegas! Cannot wait for season 2. I can't wait to see what they. It's got to be, now that this show is out, I bet you a lot more writers are petitioning to work on this show now, and you know what I mean? Because I'm sure that a lot of writers who knew what this concept was or found out about it or whatever and got booked to work on the show were stoked. But now I bet you there's writers that are like, dude, I'm dying to do a what if based on Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Let me write it. I'm dying to do a what if based on
what I'm hoping they do for season 2 is change the animation style episode for episode, like Star Wars Vision. Star Wars Visions was able to tell so many cool stories. That's what I want. That's the next.
But what happens when the crossover happens, though?
Yeah,
it combines. It combines. Like
Spider-Verse.
It comes over like Spider-Verse. Exactly. It's been done before. It can happen, and I think
it could.
Like it doesn't have to be super drastic. But we'll see. We'll see. That's just a wishful thinking.
Adam, do you have any wishes for season 2? I got one, and then I think we could wrap up. Do you have anything you'd like to see for season 2?
It's a great question. I think because they've already said that they're gonna explore more of the stuff from the later phases. That's I think the stuff that I'm looking forward to, and we don't know when the second season's going to come out. My hope is that because now things like X-Men and Fantastic Four and all this other stuff is now under the Marvel Studios umbrella.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do something with some of those characters. If you look at the slate for next year, shows like She-Hulk are coming out, and there's like plenty of shenanigans that I think is going to be happening in Phase 4. I think the tricky territory is figuring out if the show comes out before or after a lot of those shows happen, because you can't start giving away plot points to shows that haven't happened yet. So if this show comes out in 2023, then I think you can do a lot of that.
You can do a lot of that. My biggest wish right now is based on an actual existing what if Marvel comic, which is what if Aunt May was shot instead of Uncle Ben. But the thing is I'm like, you can't do that episode until the Spider-Man MCU movies show us MCU Uncle Ben. You know what I'm saying? Like the cartoon show shouldn't be the first place. Yeah, Tom Hanks or whoever. But like once the movies commit to that and showing us an Uncle Ben image or the cast an actor to play him in a flashback or something, then you can bring in Marissa Tomei. Then you can bring in those characters and do a reversal. And I think that would be awesome. I'd also love to see what if MJ was bitten by a spider and not Peter Parker. So bring in Zendaya and she could do it, right? Cool. It's almost like her own Spider-Gwen type of a thing where she gets the powers and Peter Parker is still like the nerd who becomes the guy in the chair. That would be awesome.
Could be fun.
That would be great.
Well, and I think because of the rights with Sony, we've had Spider-Man in the show already, so it doesn't seem like it would be an issue. So could be cool.
And hopefully the rights are different to animated franchises too, because they might. So. I think one thing that would be really cool, and this goes off of what I said about changing the art style, is if they were to jump into another animated universe, like if somebody were to jump into the X-Men animated series from 1990. They copied that art style and like they jump in and they're like, why am I moving like this? Like, because the animation isn't the greatest. So it's just so many things that can happen. I'm just looking forward to everything, basically.
Guys, let us know in the comments below. What are some what if stories that you would like to see in the next season? What are some properties or characters you would like to see tackled? Or are there any fun comic book stories that you think would make great one-offs for this anthology? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you go down the description, grab a shirt while they last. You have until next Wednesday. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next reaction. Bye.
What it is.